What is up, guys? And in today's video, I will be reviewing the Chucky TV series episode 2. Make sure you check out my review for episode 1. This is the episode 2 review, the one that we all been waiting for. This episode, what can I say? It was a blast. It was a fun episode. Again, just like the first episode, Chucky is back. Like, this is the best Chucky we've seen in a long time. Chucky's being Chucky here. Not only is Chucky being Chucky here, he is speaking some facts here, especially when it comes to the character Lexi. I'll save some of that for later because I'm not going to spoil it, but what she does at the end of this episode is really messed up. Just let me say that. So Chucky is speaking some facts here. Now we do pick up right after where the first episode left off, and as the series goes on, you feel for Jake, but not only do you feel for Jake, again, you are really rooting for Chucky because, again, Chucky is speaking some facts, like I said, especially especially with the character of Lexi. I really thought this episode was fun. One of my favorite scenes would have to be the scene where Chucky's like playing the video game, and the second scene would have to be the scene where Chucky's just like reading like Jake's diary, and he's like just reading it, flipping through the pages, and like just having a conversation with Jake. So that was a really cool scene, and I love the first death of this scene. Chucky basically pushes this woman onto like these butcher knives. These kitchen knives are like standing straight up. Oh, that was a really cool scene, and it reminded me a lot of the very first Child's Play. I think that's pretty cool. That it seems like, maybe not in every episode, but some of the episodes we're going to give some POV shots of Chucky. I know they kind of did that in Curse, but these POV shots remind me heavily of Child's Play 1, and I love that. Again, I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was a very fun episode. Chucky is Chucky in this. I think that's the best way to describe it. Jake is a really good and interesting character. I really can't wait to see where his character is going to go, because I have a feeling episode 3, you're really going to see him struggle with, do I become a killer? Like, whose side am I on? In episode 3, I feel like, yes, you're going to see that a lot in that episode, and probably even in episode 4, because I thought this was a cool transition into the next part where Chucky hands Jake the knife, and you see Chucky's reflection on the knife, and you see Jake's reflection on the knife. I think it's pretty cool because, like, in a way, it's like, yes, Chucky is tricking Jake, and maybe Jake kind of knows that, but what I think is kind of cool too is, like, Chucky is kind of taking Jake under his wing. I think that's kind of interesting, and really interesting, because it's kind of like Chucky is Chucky. Chucky is still messing with Jake, but Chucky is, there's a side of Chucky here we never really seen before. My opinion, that's pretty awesome, because we never really seen that before, and I think it's so cool that Don Mancini and the other writers are like really tapping into that, like, hey, let's do something new here. And I think it's pretty refreshing. I also like the scene where Chucky was like really just like going, like, just trick-or-treating, and he gave this woman a apple with a razor blade in it. And I really like how they're handling Chucky's childhood. Like, he has a normal family. Like, I love that. Like, I think that's perfectly written, because, again, it doesn't have to be over the top. Off topic for a minute, the best example I can give is Rob Zombie's Halloween, of how he showed Myers' family had to be this over the top family, and this, Here, Don Mancini, I think, does a great job of showing Chucky as a kid. It's not over the top. He's just a normal kid with something off about him. That's how this episode opens, is with Charles as a kid, aka Chucky, as a kid, and he has this apple. That's all I'm going to say. He has this apple. You could just tell something's off. Like with without him doing what he did, you could tell something's off. You kind of you can just like get that vibe that something is off here. You can get that vibe that something's off with this kid. Maybe that's because us as audience members, we know what he turns into, But regardless, I think this was a really fun episode. We also had a Glenn reference in this as well. I would actually like Glenn to pop up in this show. Will it happen? Considering it's not directly through Universal, 75% chance that we could see Glenn. I say there's a 75% chance, since it's, not directly through Universal, it's more through Sci-Fi and all of them. 75% chance for sure. But we shall see, right? But final thoughts on episode 2. Thought it was fun. It was entertaining. Had a blast. I cannot wait to see what they do with episode 3 and then episode 4 and the last couple of episodes, because I'm really enjoying this TV series. I think, again, the best way to describe these first 2 episodes is some of the best written characters we've had in a long time. It's some of the best one-liners for Chucky. It's some of the best Chucky moments we've had in a long time. I'm already having some of my favorite Chucky moments from this season. In the first season, where Chucky's at a talent show. In this one, where Chucky's just doing random things, like playing a video game or reading Jake's journal. I like stuff like that. I think it's really cool, and it adds another layer to Chucky, because again, Chucky is a human, so obviously he would be curious, if he's in some random person's house, talking to this person, he's going to pick up books, he's going to pick up journals, he's going to look at people's movies, maybe, you know what I mean, he's going to be curious, but okay, what is this, I personally feel like that. If Chucky was real and he was having a one-on-one conversation with him, and he wasn't just blatantly going to kill you or hurt you, and he wanted to learn about you and things around you, then yeah, I can see that. And I think it's buyable. Because again, Chucky is a human, so I feel I really like that. Them tapping into okay, well, Chucky's he's going to read, he's going to play a video game. I thought that was a whole cool scene where he almost wants to turn this kid into a killer. I don't know why, I just found that funny. But final thoughts on the episode, man, I really enjoyed it. Highly recommend you guys checking the episode 2 out. Really enjoyed it. So if you've seen episode 2, let me know your thoughts on it. Make sure you hit the like button. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'll catch you guys in the next video.